to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today, I think it's romantic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to shuffle the deck again. Okay, put it away, and the card popped out. So clearly, it has something to talk to you about. So it's random, pretty much. I don't know what's the topic, but yeah, we're gonna get into cleansing the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. Okay. So the card that popped out was heartbreak with deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. Um, and then there's like a butterfly in there in the back. Well, right. So it's like you something beautiful is gonna come out of this pain, but you're might not be able to see that or realize it now because you're so hurt and grieving. Because with the mourning, what popped in my head is mourning doves, right? And then even if you look up the spiritual meaning, even though it says mourning in their name, right, it still have the same symbol of regular degular doves. It's still peace and harmony. It's just, you probably got hurt or had to lose something or lost something to have this beautiful moment. Um, yeah, cause like there's different ways to go through a spiritual awakening. Some people it just naturally happens. They just stumble upon it. Some people they get triggered into it. Like something dramatic happened. Um, that caused you to become more spiritual and stuff like that. Oh, that being said, the song that goes with this this reading is "In the Club" by 50 Cent. Um, Cause when I said that, what popped in my head when he said I've been shot a couple of times, but I walk with a limp. But he was like, I'm alright. Like it's just, oh, sometimes the ad libs is ridiculous. Oh, and also in the part of the song where he was like, it's like he's no longer the person that he like was before, but it's like somebody is the same lame person that they were and trying to bring him back to be that old person that he was because they see now that he's doing bigger and better things. So yeah, this person pretty much triggered you to have a spiritual awakening and to change your life. But thus also with karmics, they will literally break you. Like I said, glow sticks. You gotta break a glow stick for it to glow. So they kind of sort of did. It was a hurtful and painful favor, but you know what? Some people they don't learn unless like they get hurt. Like you can tell them like don't touch that, don't do it. You're gonna get hurt, and then it's like they won't like once they do it for themselves. That's when they realize maybe you were one of those people. So no matter how many times somebody would have told you and warned you, you wasn't gonna listen. Now you might listen because you don't want to go through that hurt again. Yeah. Which again, this hurt triggers you to learn something. It's very painful, but you know what you need to do to learn. I don't know what you need to do to learn, but you know you. Okay. Some people are visual. Some people they just oral. They can just hear it and they go about their business. Some people they got to do it themselves. And maybe you one of the people you got to do it yourself, and you did it yourself, and you fucked around and you found out. You never want to fuck around and find out again. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. You did the best you could with the information that you knew at that time. And now that you know better, you're doing better. And that's all we can ask for. So these three came out together. We have engagement ring, healing heart, and passion. So engagement ring says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. And healing heart says healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. And passion says intense chemistry, liking one another, and having fun. That's the best you're gonna get there. Let's see, she's healing. She's healing her heart. They, um, well, I will say, you was committed to healing your heart and healing from this heartbreak and overcoming this loss and this hurt. Like I said before, with the butterfly, something's beautiful gonna come out of it. Something did come out of it. Now you healed your heart from not only what this person did, but from like everything that pretty much calls you to give this person the time of day. Oh, little bird in a tree. Um, and now you're having fun and enjoying yourself and have more passion for life. Where before it was all sad and gloom and lost and mourning and not even gothic. It's past gothic. It was something. Okay, like it's not even emo. It was past that. It was like a level that we didn't know existed of sadness, depression, but like worse than that, kind of, sort of like. Oh, that also explains why they keep saying you needed a hug. Like, you needed a hug. No one gave you a hug. Gave you a virtual hug, but now you're doing better. And some people see that you're doing better and trying to fuck it up. Okay? Your old person see that you're doing better and trying to come back in and fuck it up. Now there's some new people. Okay? I'm not really sure. Okay? When you find out, I might find out. Or we find out together. So we have date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, setting a date. Okay. You healing your heart, you enjoying your fun. Okay. You're not taking these people seriously. Okay, but you're taking yourself seriously. You're taking your emotions seriously. You're taking your heart seriously. Because you was in a toxic relationship before. You freed yourself. You're not trying to get back in a toxic relationship. And like I said, now that you know better, you're doing better, and that's all we can ask for. Then we have Dragonfly with being lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to meet new people, talking to new people, having fun. Okay, and it's like the more you heal your heart, the more you see, your past in a different light and why you did certain things. Um, that caused you to change, but also to adapt to the present. So like going with the flow is just you be like adapting and realizing that you can either fight against the current or go with the current. And if you're not, I think it's that salmon that swims against the current. I believe. I didn't care that much to understand fish. I'll be honest with you. But I know everyone swim with the current, and then there's just one that swim against the current, and that's the only one, and that's not helping you. It's like you was doing that before. It's like you were a fish that's supposed to swim with the current. You trying to swim against it, and that was hurting you, and you trying to figure out how you damn near death every time you go in. It's because that's not the way you're supposed to be swimming. But and it's like now you realize that you change your direction and you're going with the flow and adapting with what's going on. Um, and finding out that you don't have to be like, you don't have to compete with other people or try to keep up with popped in my head was keeping up with the Kardashians or even like keeping up with the Joneses. Like you don't have to do any of that. You have your own lane and what works for you, and that's what you are committing to. No longer hurting yourself and doing like putting yourself in talk, even if not just relationships or just like the person that you're sleeping with, or like friendships and stuff like that. That's also relationships. Work. Um, that's also like a relationship, a co-worker relationship or stuff like that. Work relationship. Like you're no longer putting yourself in those environments and situations. Like you know that they're out there, but this being lighthearted, you know that they're out there, and you know that certain people go through it, and your heart is like goes out for them, like and stuff like that. You hope and wish and pray that like they're hurt, like people that are hurt or getting injured or being used and stuff like that, or people that's lost, they find their way, just like where you were once lost and you found your way. You hope that they do the same. Um, but it's like you're realizing you can't do it for them. You know, just like because with you, we probably had like a lot of people that was trying to help you and like free you and liberate you, get you to like find out the truth and see things, and you chose to do the hard like take the hard way out, like finding out on your own and doing it on your own and stuff like that. And it's like you had support or had people that care and pretty much didn't really listen or you took them for granted. Where some people don't actually have support or anybody to do that for them. So it's like like you kind of sort of understand both sides of the fences, and not being so hard on yourself, but also not being so hard on other people that's went either through the similar situation or going in the same situation as you. Then we have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. And next we have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Then we have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, repeating events over in your head. Um, okay. Because I'm going to go like that. Okay. So, with cassette, with the ring, um, healing heart and passion, you are replaying the event of like when you had fun with the person that you keep thinking about or that broke your heart, and you're thinking that you're not gonna find that chemistry with somebody else. Um, and that's the outdated thinking. Also, the conditioning. That's what that person wants you to think. It's a lie. This person broke your heart. Clearly, they're not the greatest. You putting this person on a pedestal for what? For breaking your heart? They deserve a plaque for breaking your heart? Makes no sense. And that's what you're committing to at that point in time with this replaying events in your head. And that's what this also missing and separation. There's actually new people that want to talk to you and date you and stuff like that, but you're too busy missing the person that broke your heart and thinking that you can't find somebody else, or you won't have that chemistry or have fun with anybody else like you did with that person. But that person That's what was like. That's the engagement point with this unsure about the future. You wanted to have a future with that person and be a partnership with that person, but that person they like talked a big game and tried to tell you like that's what they was gonna do with this plan and setting a date. Like that's never was gonna happen. It was just talk, which is why I said be like you're finding this out now and you're moving on to a new phase and preparing to date somebody else. And then also, if you're doing that with this in the club, like I said before, and one of the parts where he was saying that, I don't remember exactly how it go, but he kept saying like, "You're the lame that trying to bring me back, right?" So it's like like you're moving on, ascending to new heights, new level, meeting new people. And then here comes this person from the past with the outdated thinking to try to condition you to. It's like like a hypnotist and stuff like that. It's like they condition you to the point that they feel like if they snap their finger, you could just go back to, oh my god, I missed you. You were such a great thing. But you didn't. You're not because you healed from all that. And then with the replaying and venting, I might say that you are a little bit embarrassed that you put up with such foolishness. But I'm not really sure. Because with this healing twice, it's like you're definitely trying to heal from it and move on and put it past you. And it's like this person trying to like, it's like a fart that won't leave. Like you can't escape it. It's just trying to follow you. And it's just like, no. No. It popped in my head with SpongeBob when he was like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. But was his breath that was bad the whole time? He wasn't ugly. It's like that. It's just like, it just follows you around and then trying to remind you that it once happened. And it's just like, okay, I know. Goodbye. And it's just like, it won't leave. It's like I don't know if they think like being in your face all the time will get you to say yes, but that's old. That probably worked before, but that's not working for you now. That's not gonna work at all now. Yeah, with that change, like that's not gonna work at all now. It was more so might piss you off than actually like be like, oh my god, that's so nice. Oh, what is it? Like that kind of thing. So yeah, then we have separation. We had separation up there, and then I'm pretty sure we had it somewhere else. Am I bugging? Oh, well, that's freedom, but it's still kind of sort of separation. But thought we had something that repeated. Well, sadness repeated, and preparing for union. And healing. Also, with the thinking about you, then there's the outdated thinking. Like I said, it's like you moving on, and then there's like this little wafty ass fart wouldn't leave you alone. And then this came out slanted, so I'm gonna show you it's slanted. It's the Queen of Wands. So I don't know what to say about that. We're gonna continue. I'll be honest with you. Then you had the Two of Cups. The Devil. Hold on. Is there anything I gotta cover? Sabu. I don't know. The Devil. The Eight of Cups. See what I told the person? Told you the person gonna come back. Well, Eight of Cups reversed. Told you. Told you gonna try to come back. Mm-hmm. But it's an illusion. Just temptation. To get you stuck again. Like I said before, the conditioning, they feel like they can just come back, snap their finger, and then you just cower. Or you, if they just simply come back, you cower and go back to them and follow them. See, 501s. Have this little fight, little battle, tit for tat. But you thinking it's a friendly competition and kind of thing. It's all innocent, but it's not. And then we have these two together, the Ace of Wands reverse and the Ace of Cups. There's love, but there's no passion. If there's, like I said before, if there's new people, you love and care for them, but the passion that you have for this other person that you're looking for, you don't have that, and that's the problem. That's why the Queen of Wands is slanted. At some point in time, it turns superficial. You're doing it for superficial reasons. You're not taking action on potential love offers for superficial reasons. Yeah, King of Wands. Then we have the Hierophant. The Two of Wands. The Two of Swords. Yeah, so it's like you setting this intention to try to move onward and move forward, but you don't know where to go, or you're making it more difficult for yourself. Because you're trying, with that outdated thinking, you're trying to be like, oh, with this person, when we met, it was like this, and you're trying to recreate that with somebody else, and it's not gonna happen like that. But there is love there. That's the thing. So where before, with this person, all you had was passion. With this whole other relationship, you actually will have love, and the passion comes later. Okay, Knight of Cups. There's romantic offers or romantic justice out there. You're just making it more difficult for yourself because you're slightly being superficial. Then we have the Chariot and the King of Cups. Clarifying the Queen of Wands. And then the Devil. So this side said this Devil. Yeah, the superficial. Being superficial. So you're not. So with the Chariot, there's two horses, but in this deck you only see one horse. The horse that horse is technically the dark horse. So your shadow and your ego is what's leading this emotional choice. But you're trying to make it seem like it's something else when it's not. That's the illusion and the devil. Their lies. But also with the replaying the events in the head, that's why you have the pentacle on top of his head talks about the obsession. You obsessed on trying to recreate it because the moon is also on the horse's head. That's you seek like you. There's actual real potential love offers out there for you, but you're being superficial and not really materialist. It's like you're trying to recreate the passion that you have with somebody else, but then that person didn't actually love you or care for you. Where these actual potential offers will love and care for you, and the more you get to know this person, the more the more you realize that the passion was there the whole time. There was chemistry there the whole time. It's just cause it doesn't look like the person before, and that's your problem. The person before hurt you, didn't give a fuck about you, but that's what you want. So it's like, did you really like? Why heal your heart to give the person your heart back to then break it again? Because that's what they're gonna do. And then, because what popped in my head was like, that's just my type, and it's just like, yeah, your type is what hurt you and what broke you. So why would you? It's like being allergic to shrimp and then continue eating shrimp and knowing that you don't have an EpiPen. Why would you do it? If you had an EpiPen, alright, cool. You were aware of what was going to happen. You do not have an EpiPen and you know that you are allergic. So you causing a whole bunch of commotion for for attention. Like, it's just like, stop. Stop, stop, stop. See, that's what the two is like. You know that you're not connected or have similar values or want the same thing with your past person, but you're hoping and waiting that they come back and change their ways. But if they come back, it's just gonna start the intimidation and the competition all over again and the fighting all over again. And then with the wedding ring thing here, and then the Hierophant, it could talk about the healing as well, but it could talk about marriage and the union and connect, or just simply like a government building as well. Um, that was saying before, like you will try to set the date and everything would be a problem because we went from two to the night. Like, and two with the Two of Swords talks about being blocked and difficulties, and we have the moon in the back. Like there's a problem underneath, an underlying problem that somebody is not really looking at or thinking about or taking into consideration. But it's like your heart is open if it goes in the way, in the direction that you want it to go in, and that way is not beneficial for anybody, which is why the Queen of Wands came out slanted. It's just superficial. You don't need it, you just want it. And this person is toxic, which is why I said you need to free yourself from it, because you wouldn't change. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So the Two of Cups goes over here. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so pretty much, see that this side to over here, you're giving them a cup of love, they're giving you a wand that doesn't really work. 50 Cent, magic stick, Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. See the wand reference? Yeah. Also, the Ace of Wands can also mean that as well. You're giving them love, they just giving you dick. Or vagina, whichever one. Lust, not even actual passion. And they may not be able to get it up or last for a very long time, so. Or it's not what you think it's gonna be. Yeah, then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Putting a lot of work and effort. Yeah. To persevere. So you don't, either for you don't persevere, or they saw the work and effort that you put in to overcome this. Or are you starting to put into overcome it? Because the Knight of Wands, he's looking over here in this direction. And then this person's also looking in that direction. So, the Knight of Wands is working and thinking about a way to come in to get you back again to undo all the work that you just did. Because with the Nine of Wands also talking about like a wounded warrior who already had heartbreak, you already wounded, which is why you need to heal. And you're trying to overcome and persevere and ascend to new heights, and they see that. They saw the work and effort you put in to free yourself. And here they come to undo all of it. They're going to create some type of lies, fair illusion to get you to come back and cower right next to them or be attached to them. Then we have the Six of Swords and the High Priestess. The waxing moon keep coming out, and that's close to the new moon. So it's like this is like, and could be saying that this is just the beginning. So this person come back, try to get you to move on to calmer waters. But with the High Priestess there's some secrets that's not being illuminated, and the High Priestess it's all about secrets, but also is your psychic ability and intuition and stuff like that. So with some people, or people that's not waiting for this person and not replaying the events in their head, you know when this person is lying and that they're holding back. Because I see her little claws right there. Like you know what they're trying to do and stop you from moving. Yeah, because I was not talking about like currents before. No, there was a different video. No, was it? I don't think it was this video. Now it's about you can swim with the currents. You get it. Salmon and am I saying the L? I don't. I really can't hear it. I'm not gonna tell you. You know the little fish? There you go. Salmon. There we go. And versus directly. Yeah, there was this video where it was choppier before. You swimming against the current. You're now stopping and going with the current, and you're moving on to calmer waters. You're becoming more happier because where before with the it wasn't act about like over here. Let's say you was trying to like rebound kind of situation, slow like you. I don't know if you got burnt by a rebound, but somehow something changed. When we had got here, you changed and like took the healing seriously, and that changed what you took. Not only like dating, you just took things more seriously before, like where before. Yeah. So it's like where with the High Priestess, like where before, like you didn't really use your discernment, or you just took people at face value, what they were telling you at face value. Now you're no longer doing that. Like if if it's shaky or weird or you get a bad feeling about it, you're leaving, like you're just leaving it alone and not dealing with it and separating from it. And we have the Star and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, if you can't speak your truth or be true to you, who you are, you or feel like you always have to defend your truth or who you are, and always in some type of battle or conflict, but you always end up on top. Is like you don't see the benefit of fighting. It's not really worth it. And also because you are the star, they know that you're getting ahead and moving on. You're the one that like you have the upper ground, which is why this person is trying to come back and create conflict and problems again to diminish all the work that you just did and accomplished. It's like, because with the Six of Swords, it's about like moving on to calmer waters. It's like, once you get to your calmer waters, you're able to be who you are, be true to you. This person will literally track you down. Ask people, do they know where did you go? To then like go there and then try to make it seem like, oh wow, what a coincidence. Then, you know, I know before I did this, and the third. Let's move on and let's heal from it. I'm a changed person. But in all actuality, they knew where you were. They did it on purpose. It's like, it's like Prince Zuko and the Avatar. Before Prince Zuko actually wanted to work with the Avatar, it's like no matter where the Avatar was, okay, his light shined. Okay, he was the star no matter where he went. He always had the upper ground because he was the fucking Avatar. Okay, um, but also, it's like that with a little bit of green eggs and ham. Like, would you fight me here? Would you fight me over there? Would you fight me over here? Would you fight me under there? Like, it's just like no. You're not getting the time of day. Stop. Like either way, you fight this person, you still be the one on top because you're the star. And then we have the Eight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to move on and move forward with this person, tying it back to over here. But this person is a player. Like I said before, but you're giving them love. They giving you not even like it's just lust or a magic stick that doesn't really work or might have bumps on it. Is deflected. Deflected? It was kind of like a deflated and like not working all at the same time. Imagine. Oh, that like yeah, yeah. Cause I just looking at the little smoke syndrome, like yeah, they withholding information, and then like by the time you realize like you were starting to realize that it was a lot of pride and ego and insecurities, which is why they held back. Also greed. Um, oh, why they hold back and why things aren't moving forward. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's that finding out things. The truth. That you was going on a loop round and round and round. Yeah, with a snake. Attempting treacherous loop. A lustful loop. Yeah. Then we have the Six of Wands. So like I said over here, like you end up getting victory. Might have been a very long battle. Took you a while to realize this, okay? And to come to terms to see the truth in it, but once you did, you cut it out. You see clearly and moved on. Queen of Wands. And the Tower. Yeah. There was a sudden change or a sudden shift that you didn't really see coming. That the Hierophant orchestrated. With the lightning, because the lightning is also over here. It was a divine intervention. Or just divinely guided and divinely orchestrated. There we go. Um, that not only with this deeply hurt, it broke. Because the tree is supposed to represent like stability and foundation. Um, then it has leaves, so and branches, so like there's growth. So it can be shelter, can provide you food and stuff like that. All that was based off of lies and illusions and fears. And it's like you're seeing that now and finding that out. That's why it's like if something happened that like you actually take like was real serious about this healing. Where before with this dating new people, let's say you was trying to talk to new people or date new people to piss this other person off, you stop doing that. Because with the Queen of Wands, it's a snake here, and then she has eggs and then the wand. So it's like you have things to protect, things to take care of, things to worry about. Then there's that expansion as well. Like, yeah, things that you want to grow and expand on. Because with the mother, it's talking about like being nurturing, having kids and stuff like that. You got things or people you got to protect and you got to care for. And this person is just trying to create more problems and stress. And then also because the tower could be as a spiritual enlightenment as well. So it's just like this is just one that, you know, you hit rock bottom, knocked you off your boots, okay? Knocked you off your boots, knocked you out of your boots. There we go. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you felt left out in the cold. Feel like you were struggling, melancholy, depressed, sad, wilting. You were trying to move on and move forward and trying to evolve, or not even evolve, but you're trying to move on and move forward with the Two of Wands, but you're sad. Yeah, about the King of Wands and the truth that you found out with this person. In all actuality, the person, some of y'all people, if they ghosted you, they left you on the cold on purpose. And but when they left you out in the cold, they didn't expect you to thrive out in the cold, and you did thrive. Which is why now they're trying to come back. Be like, oh, it was just, I don't know. It was a mistake. I apologize. Or this person said this, and it's just, they never actually fact checked with you or asked if it was true. So it's just like they would quickly would turn against you. Where that's why you thought it was a friendly competition, where this person actually was trying to take you out. Because in the Seven of Wands, it's was one person against. So he has one wand, okay, against 6 other wands that's turning against him. And then the 6 of Wands being here, the same people that was cheering him on, like when he was coming in on his horse with this, like from this victory after a very long battle, it was the same people that turned against him that had to fight him, end up fighting him. Um, that's why we had the obstacles at the tower. It's shocking you didn't really see it coming or expect it to happen. But, cause like I said, even if somebody did warn you, you wanted to find out on your own. That was the episode in the Boondocks where Riley was doing something, and Huey was gonna tell him, and then he was like, no, 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 no. Just let me figure it out on my own. And then when the whole thing happened, he was like, Riley goes, well, why didn't you say that? And it's just like, bro, you told him not to tell you. And then even when it was like halfway through, Huey tried to come and was like, do you want to know what's gonna happen next? Do you want to know how this is gonna end? He was like, no, I'ma handle it. Like, so just like, don't be mad at nobody but yourself, okay? Those who don't hear must feel. And you felt. Okay? Some people hear. Some people feel. You gotta choose. Which team you on? You want to hear? You heard what they said. Don't do it. Or you're gonna feel what you feel it. Then, we have the Eight of Pentacles. No, Seven of Pentacles. Planting the seeds. Putting all the work. And Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Planting the seeds, watching them grow, putting in the work and the effort, and then they do grow. When you have the Nine of Pentacles, you're free and liberated. Free and liberated from this person that hurt you and the heartbreak, and believing this person is a type or this is what you want, and it's not. It's a superficial. Is there more birds? I don't know if you can hear them, but it just they seem like they got closer. Okay. Because with the chain, it's like you're pretty much chaining and linking yourself to this person or these type of people when you actually don't have to. And it's like you're putting in the work and the effort with that healing and changing and adapting and applying that to your life to then free yourself, where you can have that contentment with yourself. And like with new people, it's like you are being open-minded and lighthearted and realizing that there's different. Not all relationships are meant to be the same. And if this person hurt you, why would you try to get somebody else similar to that person? Yeah, you're freeing yourself and liberating yourself from this. Oh, I forgot about the King of Cups. And that dude keep coming out. Yeah, this person is emotionally manipulative and emotionally abusive and very superficial. Oh, that could also be like why it comes to you, or when it's time to, where you're giving love and stuff like that, and when at times they should be able to get it up, they can't because they wore themselves thin with everybody else. Either that you know about or you don't know about. I'm not sure. Um, yeah. So now we have, what is the truth? See? They don't know the truth. Or once you find out the truth, they're going to try to tell you that's not the truth. The devil. The whole temptation crap. And also his feet's on fire. Liar, liar, pants on fire? Exactly. Why would you listen to a liar? They gonna do what they know best, which is lie. Then we have the heat between us is intense. That was the passion. And literally said intense chemistry. Then we have, you were too nice to me. I don't deserve your kindness. So at this point in time, with this missing you, thinking about you, yearning for you, pretty much telling the spirit that you want people that's going to take advantage of your kindness. And then when they start sending that, then you're going to be like, the universe having them for me, when they don't. That's what you ordered. They wanted to give you a proper meal, okay, with all the food groups, and you didn't want that. Then we have my life is a mess right now. And then we have, I have to let you go to find myself. See, that's what's about the free and liberate. Yeah. Yes, as you should. Then we have I can't talk to you right now. Like I said over here, you have something to protect and something that you're trying to expand and grow on. Even if you just learned something, you're still trying to expand and grow on that. So with the spirituality and healing, you're still trying to focus on that, grow on that, and expand that. And you can't let this person, you don't want to let this person distract you or deter you. And that probably was a very difficult and hard decision for you to make, to leave this person in the past, to move on and meet new people. But you're now realizing the damage and the hurt that this person has caused. Then we have I wish I could be a different person. And we have I can't promise you anything. Also, real quick, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 3 cards from the Romance Tarot and then the Moon Tarot, Moonology deck. Because even though the lovers didn't come out here, they using the they're gonna love bomb you. Use the love and emotions that you have for them to get you to come back and be attached to them, to cater to them, to go back to what they could, they can do the old way of how things were. So we have the sun, things being illuminated, right? We have the finding out, things coming to light, right? Things being shined, illuminated. Then we also have the lions here. Then normally the lions associated with the queens and king of wands. So the pride and ego was present. Because when I said that, self popped in my head. It's like gratification and self pleasure was very present. Like somebody only cared about themselves. They didn't care about the next partner. That's why with the, like I said over here, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, you trying to give them love. They didn't really care to give you love back. You can get this dick though. Like, it was that to them. Ten of Pentacles. It was gonna be that forever. Or even if you have longevity, let's say a child with them, like I said before, you're realizing you will have to do all the work. Provide love for you and that child and them. And your child is giving love back to you. And it's like your child can't do certain things that this person should be is supposed to be able to do. And it's that. Yeah, the Hierophant. That's being healed. If you did have an engagement or marriage or a partnership with this person, it's it's shining a light on what's the problem in the relationship. If it could be fixed with this Ace of Swords, if it can be reconciled, it will be reconciled, and you will have victory. If it cannot be reconciled, it will fall apart. Hierophant. Divine intervention. And it's divinely guided and orchestrated. And needs to happen. See, 7 of Pentacles. Long time overdue. Long time coming. And let me get the Moonology. Also, like I was saying with the tower, because we have fire here, and then also it's tied to the Hierophant, and the sun is a ball of fire. Also, the sun is a star. So pretty much, God is breaking somebody's ego. and exposing it for what it really is. Insecurities. Then we have the full moon in Aries, talking about that fire, with a fiery climax approaches. So, climax, that's normally when shit gets crazy. This person gonna try to battle you. Literally. Then we have your commitment is being tested. See what I said? You are committed to your healing, and they trying to come back in and fuck it up. Trying to see like, do you miss me? I miss you. And it's like love bombing, emotional, and manipulation. You know what I wonder if can you sue an ex for emotional damage? I bet you they stop. I bet you they stop at that point. I bet you people will start treating people a lot better. Alright, so we have the full moon in Sagittarius in reverse with looking at the big picture. Like, you're not looking at the big picture. That's what I'm talking about. There's actual people that will treat you way better than what this person did. That will give you, like, you giving the Ace of Cups, they giving the Ace of Cups. Y'all both giving each other love. Where it's not love, lust. Like, that's not equal. That's not the same thing. And then half the time, this person can't even get it up. Like, you're not looking at the bigger picture here. Okay? This person is not great. They was not meant to last, which is why we have the tower here. And once it's destroyed, definitely by the Hierophant. Once it's destroyed, it's not going to be built again, okay? It's not going to get back up. Once he said, I'm done, it's done. Like, it's just, only he can bring it back up. Any door he closed, nobody going to open it back up if he doesn't say so. And then we have communication is key. Then we have an end of a tough situation approaches. Funny enough, it's Justin Bieber talking about I miss you more than light. Okay, and if I cannot settle with you if you're not here, I'll settle with the ghost of you, right? And the memories of you is ecstasy. We have that. You see. This person is trying to bring you back to the old person that you were after you did all this hard work to free yourself and liberate yourself, to heal yourself from the fuckery. They literally are trying to test your commitment. Do you mean it? Are you really over me? And it's like, yes, sir. Some of y'all is no. Some of y'all, yes. Them no's need to be yes, because I don't know, this person fucked you over. I don't know why you need to continue to let this person fuck you over. But you do you. Then we have your hard work is paying off. Oh, because with this looking at the bigger picture and then this feather, that's the damn problem with some of y'all. That's what it is. Your commitment is being tested. Well, let's see what's underneath. What do you need to release? Say, yeah, and that's in reverse. You're not letting go of this person, and that's the problem. Or they're not letting you go. Okay, so boom. Know that saying that, oh, if it's like let it go, and if it's yours, it will come back and meh. Like that's what you're believing, and don't need to do that. Stop that. Also, because I know you've been like, well, if it's on twin flame, you say they come back. Yes, and there won't be any pride and ego. Shorty is slanted because there's pride and ego superficial. That wouldn't be there. Which is why it wouldn't be a tower moment. Which is why it's karmic. It's not built to last. Divine intervention. Which is why you move on, you move ahead. This doesn't move on with you. It's destroyed. So don't see that this person's coming back and be like, oh my god, then it's meant to be. They're my twin flame. Like, no, they're not. That's what is the truth. They're not. Not. And then at the bottom of the text, we have mask, not showing true feelings, hiding persona, pretending, dupe, and gaslighting. Yeah. They're just playing around with your emotions. And then we have, what do you see in me? Also, if you're wondering why, because it kind of sort of showed with abundance, right? You moving on and moving ahead, whatever you're trying to grow and expand is going to grant you some type of abundance or happiness, and they're trying to impose on it. They somehow feel like they're entitled to a part of it, even though they did absolutely nothing. Um, then we have, what do you see in me? But then it also says that I can't come to you right now. And that's, yeah, the tower is destroyed. They cannot reach you, they cannot get to you. Which is why you continue, because it went from 6 and then it went from 7, like, then 8. Like, you continue to move on and move forward because you know this person is holding back. Then we have the 6 of Swords reverse. So it's like, if you, the people that not looking at the bigger picture and is going to fall for this mask, you're not going to move forward. You're just going to stay in the choppy ass water. And then 10 of Swords. Get stabbed in the back and betrayed. Worse than you was before. Or deeper than you were before. Kind of thing. Yeah. But that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you like this reading helped you or resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.